back to the
Bam!
280s Dudes podcast. Welcome back. Who are we? We're a couple of knuckleheads.
We're back after a couple of extra days.
Couple extra days off, or a couple of Generation X dude knuckleheads living the dream, beautiful South Florida, talking about music, talking about food. We're not talking about food today. We're going to talk about a special topic and just talk about just
I'm too
music
fat
we
to
love.
talk about food. I'm fasting.
We're 80s dudes, but we talk music of all eras, rock, mainly pop, etc. We have a great topic today, right, Jeff? Make sure you click like.
This is a good one. And
I'm sure
a lot of people are going to have their own opinions on this.
Yeah, so we're going to go. Our
Some
topic
you might not even think it's a supergroup.
That's right. So our topic today, we're going to talk about the best supergroups of rock and roll. Then our second topic, we're going to talk about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame voting, public service announcement. You need to listen to this because you need to vote. So it's Billy May, your Hatfield Warren mortgage guy.
That sounded like we're voting for the president. I mean,
well, it is
crucial.
It's almost as important. Billy May, your Hatfield Warren mortgage guy, always joined by Jeff the Goldman Goldstein. We're going to jump into it. The topic this week is best supergroups of all time. And we're doing a Mount Rushmore this week. We're not doing, we're doing a Mount Rushmore. So we didn't do it last week.
I definitely think that's a necessity.
Sure. This is going to be huge, man. So listen, my monologue, Jeff, a best supergroup, it had to have made a cultural impact. Dude, there's a lot of supergroups, but come on, the average Joe or Jane at least has had to have heard of them, okay? Because there's so many groups out there that maybe they haven't heard of. Okay, it helps if they had some hits, and it helps, in my opinion, it helps if they had more than one album. Not a deal killer.
That's gonna be kind of tough. Then, all right,
helps. I mean, it's not a deal killer, dude. Listen, there's great supergroups that made one album. I get it, but if they made another album, it kind of strengthens their argument. That's my opinion. So, what's your opinion? And then you're going to go first. You're going to give us your top 10. But so what do you think is the best supergroup? What's your criteria, Jeff?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, you should have a second album, but I was like searching long and far and beyond, and there was a couple of groups like had one album, so that were in a lot of people's
That's okay.
top
They
10s,
can have one album. It just gives more credence if they have two or more.
No, I think it's good. It shows that they're they weren't just put together for one album. So
right, okay.
But there are some, what's really crazy, there's some groups that you don't even know that are supergroups, that they were kind of started out as something else. So
that's a good point.
But,
so
what's really kind of crazy? I was just thinking about it when we were talking, was like, in all reality, like, even though the Beatles were the Beatles, but they almost became a supergroup in its own. That's kind of why they broke up, because they were so popular. They were like the one band that everybody knew their names, from the worst. I mean, I wouldn't say the worst guy, but even the one that maybe didn't have, the same ability of writing songs like, John, Paul, and George, Ringo. Right. I mean, he became a superstar.
True.
So,
true.
But let's get back to the real super.
Let's talk about the real supergroups.
I was just kind of thinking that, like they've developed their own supergroup. Yes. All right. So I guess my top one already, I'm going to go with Asia.
Okay.
Asia was, to me, that's kind of, I guess I'm not sure if that's where they start, supergroup started, but I think Asia definitely is one of my best.
Okay.
And then I go ahead.
I love Asia, dude. You had Steve Howe from Yes. You had John Wetton from King Crimson. You had Carl Palmer from ELP. Yeah. And then Jeffrey Downs was the keyboardist for the Buggles, Video Killed Radio Stars. That was like a true supergroup. You had one guy.
Yeah, they do a great live version of it on one of the Asia live albums. Yeah. So
we're two 80s guys. So yes, I do love Asia, and we love their album covers. I have them on my list.
I'm going to put Asia. Yeah, so I'm going to put Asia in there. Okay. And I'm going to go with Cream.
I agree with you.
Okay.
People forget they were a supergroup, and Eric Clapton was in, I think, the Yardbirds, I think, right? Or something, I think.
Yeah, Eric Clapton, and then Jack Bruce.
And Ginger Baker, right?
And Ginger Baker. What an insane. Yeah.
They're kind of the cream of the crop, so to speak, if I can say that.
Yeah. Then Ginger Baker and Clapton went off to do Derek and the Dominoes, but that was only one album.
And there's another band they were in too that I'm going to bring up, that Ginger Baker.
I was going to put down Blind Faith.
Yes. So you have them on your list, Blind Faith?
I mean, I have Blind Faith on my list too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I got Clapton with like two groups.
I know. He's like
possibly almost three.
I know. He's like the super group denominator, I guess.
Yeah. And the other thing was he wanted to join the band.
The
band was
band.
one of his favorite bands.
Right. Right, and like you said, he had Derek and the Dominoes too. I mean, he almost had like 3 supergroups he created, for God's sake.
Exactly. So, you know, pretty good. And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Crosby, Still, Nash and Young.
A lot of people forget that
That's
they're a
a
supergroup.
big time super.
Dude, they're the epitome of a supergroup, dude. I mean, a couple guys from Buffalo, Springfield, Ollies, and the Birds, I
And
think.
then
Was it David
the
Crosby?
Birds with
David Crosby was the Birds, right? He was a folk guy. They were kind of more folksy, I think, but then became
folky
more.
rock.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite guy in that band was Steven Stills. I
Steven
just
Stills,
love his guitar, his
Yes.
voice, he just crushed it. I mean,
The
that
harmonies.
remake of Woodstock to me is everything.
The harmonies are amazing. And remember, we remember that then was Crosby, Stills, and Nash, because Neil Young took off for quite some time there. And in the 80s, I don't think he ever went back to them, did he? Or maybe maybe Neil Young toured with them again.
He actually came back twice.
He did come back.
They did an album, that American Dream.
Okay.
American Dream. And then I think like another 10 years later, they did one more album together.
Okay.
So
all right. They are a supergroup, though.
Yeah, so
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
they were in, they were out. But
And
they
even
really
without
started
Young,
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
yes,
And then,
that's right. Even just the 3 of them,
and
they were
Neil
still a supergroup.
Young basically begged to get in.
Yeah.
So
I got you, buddy. Now they're on my list, too. They're on my list today.
I got The Firm with Jimmy Page.
Damn it, I forgot about
Paul
Firm,
Rogers. Man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot about The
mean,
Firm.
I think they're insane. I think those 2 albums are amazing.
Yes.
Radioactive.
Nah, them dudes rocked, man. Them dudes totally
The first Firm album was like, I think, really good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That black and the
yeah, they had
was like a black cover, and then there's the Firm silver.
Yes.
So
very cool.
I actually saw them in concert.
I never saw that. Paul Rogers is amazing.
Yeah, and they tied in because they were on the Swan album.
They were on Swan Song Records, or whatever it was, right?
Yeah,
right.
they had that record company, and they signed Bad Company.
Right, you had Paul Rogers on there. You had Jimmy Page on guitar. You had the bald guy on drums. I mean, didn't he also sing?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah. No, he's the singer. Midnight.
Dude, nobody
the
was
drummer
bald in the
played
80s,
for AC/DC.
The bald drummer guy in the Firm.
Money, the Money for Nothing album. Not Money
I did not know that. The bald drummer guy from the Firm played with AC/DC.
Yeah, he was in AC/DC for I think like three albums. I mean, probably a good 10 years.
I did not recall that. All right. Yeah. Well, you got a good list so far. That's your 5th one so far. So what else you got?
Well, I'm cooking. I'm going to go with Damn Yankees.
Love Damn Yankees. I can't believe you Damn Yankees, man. Damn it. They're a fantastic band, dude.
Phenomenal. Like, to me, supergroup is when I hear Damn Yankees. I honestly, I think like just, I mean.
They did have 2 albums.
You got the guy from Styx. What?
They did have 2 albums.
They had 2 great albums.
Yeah, and that's right.
I don't understand why Ted Nugent, Ted Nugent's the one that doesn't want to, he didn't want to like do it again, but he'll do some of the songs. He's friendly with the guys still. So Jack Blades, dude, I know you love him.
I love Damn Yankees, dude. I mean, dude, first of all, you had Ted Nugent on guitar, who was like ripping. You had Jack Blades on bass, who's also a phenomenal singer. You had Tommy Shaw on guitar, and dude, their harmonies, Tommy Shaw and Jack Blades, their voices are kind of similar, but boy, they sounded really good. Man.
Very, but it's good. I mean, it's like a perfect band.
No, them guys rocked, man. I did not have them on my list.
I thought you said no, but I say they're
are you kidding me? They're amazing, dude. They're amazing, man. They're
So I love them. They're on my list.
Yep.
Then I have Traveling Wilburys. George Harrison.
On my list too. Yeah, no doubt about it, dude. Come on, that's they're
Bob Dylan.
Right.
They had Roy Orbison. I mean, the first album was insane because Roy Orbison with that incredible voice of his his harmonies. Sure. And then you have the guy from Jeff Lynne.
ELO. Jeff Lynne. And Tom Petty.
ELO, one of my favorite bands, and then Tom Petty, one of my favorite singers.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love that group.
No, those guys were amazing, and they did make 2 albums. Although one of them was made, I think it was released after.
Well, the one was made after Roy Orbison died, so
right.
It's just not as good. I mean,
no,
it's still good.
think they called it Volume 3, I think. I don't know, I might be wrong. Yeah, but you're right, dude. Huge band, Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, so that was that's one of my favorite. And I love the first album. Like, it's just insane.
No, I shouldn't listen to it today.
Then I'm gonna go with, you know what? I'm gonna go with Bad Company. Bad Company came out of Free.
That's right. Free, and one
So
dude was in King Crimson, I think, and King Crimson launched a lot of other people as well. But
yeah,
but two
they
guys were
might have
from
been,
Free.
but Free was like Free should have been in the Hall of Fame just on their albums. But
Yes.
then the two from Bad Company, Rogers, and I think the drummer, I
Simon
forgot the whole
Kirk.
story, but
Yeah. No,
you got it.
Bad Company. Bad Company's a fantastic band, dude.
I love Bad
and
Company.
made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year.
Finally. And Free should be in there. I mean,
Free should be.
And Paul Rogers should be just for himself.
That's true. Then I agree. Hands down.
Then I'm gonna put Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, they're on my list
Scott
too.
Weiland. And you got the guys from Guns N' Roses. You have Slash. You got Duff. And you have the drummer from the second version of Guns N' Roses.
Second version, Matt Storm. He played with the Cult. He was a drummer for the Cult.
Yeah, Storm was in, he was in Guns N' Roses. Plus, he was in the Cult.
The Cult, yeah. He pounds, dude. And Scott Weiland was a great singer, so no doubt about it, man.
Insane.
You're hitting on all cylinders so far, my friend. I can't disagree with you on one.
And then I'm going to go with Power Station. And they did have 2 albums.
They did, but the second one was with Michael Desbarres, and he was a disaster.
Yeah, without Robert Palmer.
No.
But I think Power Station was really unique. Like
they were.
I think it just had a really good vibe, and it showed like Durant, that those guys from Durant could do rock, and Andy Taylor's like insane guitars. So.
Well, that's like he was going to leave Duran Duran, and he wanted to be more rock, and Duran Duran is more poppy, and he loved like T-Rex. That's why they covered a Bang a Gong, and they wanted rock, and they brought in dude Tony Thompson from Chic, the drummer from Chic.
Oh yeah, Genesis. Tony Thompson played with Clapton too.
Yeah. I mean, so they brought it, and they had a great, very, very crisp sound, and they were very, very impactful. That summer of '85 Power Station when they came out, huge album, huge albums. We have any honorable mentions? 10. Any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you those. Yeah, I'm gonna go GTR.
Yeah, that was the Steve Howe,
Hackett and Steve Howe.
Right, that was Steve Hackett from Genesis.
2 albums.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
But there was like one song I was looking it up today. That it was like a number 11 song. So that
that was a good song. That was Steve Hackett from Genesis, Steve Howe from Yes after he left Asia. And
I don't know who the rest in that band
couple of guys, but they were good. I didn't know they had 2 albums. They were good. I liked it. Come out mid-80s. They were good.
And then the Crooked Vultures with
Crooked Vultures
had.
Go ahead.
No, so they had John Paul Jones. They had Dave Navarro and the guy from what's it now?
Queens of the Stone Age.
I love those guys.
And
Navarro played on that for on.
Wasn't there one of the Foo Fighters on there too? Dave Grohl. No?
Yeah, Dave Grohl. I'm going Navarro from
Chili Peppers.
Yeah. So
I
guess that. Go ahead.
I must confess.
And then one last one that I really Emerson, Lake and Powell.
Well, there's Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Then there was Emerson, Lake and Powell. So
I think Palmer was first, and then
Palmer was
Powell
first,
came in afterwards.
They were a super group. They're on my list too, but I'm not really. They're kind of on the back burner ELP. They were good.
And then you got Audio Slave.
All right, well, come on, man. How many honorable mentions you have? You have more honorable mentions?
I don't know. This is like a really hard one.
Well, you let me go. You come back with the rest of your honorable mentions. You go. So listen, in my research, I'm researching this. I'm doing some listening and everything. I got to refresh my memory, man. I can't remember all this stuff. My head's full. But I come across Crooked Vultures, right? And I'm like, hold on, who is this? And I go, wait, hold on a second. Dave Grohl? And then Jerome, whatever, I forget, the guy from the Queens of the Stone Age, John Paul Jones on bass. And I started listening to it. I'm like, holy shit, this stuff rocks. So I got a buddy of mine, Craig Garcia. I got a buddy of mine, Craig Garcia, who I do my mortgage podcast with. And Craig's a big Queens of the Stone Age fan. I go, dude, are you familiar with this? He goes, oh yeah. And I'm like, these guys are amazing, dude. But they came out like 2011, 2012. So I was not familiar with them. Crooked Vultures, spectacular band, dude. And they have John Paul Jones on.
They have one album. That's the other thing.
And it sounds a little Zeppelin-esque. So anyways, I'm gonna go to here's my top 10. Okay, a lot of these are very similar, and no specific order. Cream. So Cream, in a way, I think them was kind of created the template for the supergroup almost, because these guys were amazing. They were in different bands. You got Cream, Traveling Wilburys. They were really a supergroup, dude. Tom Petty,
Super of the Super.
I mean, Bob Dylan, dude, come on, Bob Dylan, and then who am I missing? Jeff
Tweeter
Lynne,
and the Monkey Man.
Hold on a second. We got Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty, Roy Orbison,
George Harrison.
I mean, there's 5 guys.
I mean, 5 guys.
Bonafide, unreal.
I'll tell you, Roy
Orbison
was the icing on that group. If you hear the first and the second's still great. It's just. The first one just blends in just insane with
dude,
his backing voice.
Former Beatle, George Harrison. You have Bob Dylan. Then you have Jeff Lynne, Structure, the Man Beyond ELO. Then you have Tom Petty. Then you have Roy Orbison. That's 5 bona fide superstars from different bands.
Yeah.
Huge.
I think they love Roy Orbison so much. Like he was like the musician's musician.
What an iconic voice, though, man. I mean, pop and country rock. I mean, he's amazing.
He has a really sad story. He ends up dying young, and then he lost his family in a car crash in the 60s.
I did not know
and that like really crushed him.
I did not know that.
So, I mean, that would crush
you and I are in agreement. Next one, you and I in agreement on. My third of my list would be Bad Company. No doubt about. Paul Rogers, Simon Kirke. They're from
Home Run, amazing.
They're from Free. One guy was from the other guy from Out the Hoople. The other guy was from King Crimson, spectacular band. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and then you add in Young, and you got 4 bona fide superstars. I mean, just amazing, no doubt about that. So I agree with you there. I agree with you on Velvet Revolver. Great sound, rockin'. I mean, they're. I almost thought that when they came out, I'm like, okay, now these guys are going to say rock and roll. It was what 2002, 2003. I'm thinking. You know, remember we were in those kind of crappy years, late 90s, and like 2000, Creed was coming out, and I'm like, okay, Velvet Revolver comes around, you got GNR, freaking STP. I'm like, all right, these guys are going to rule the airwaves.
Scott Weiland. Yeah.
And Scott Weiland. I'm like, these guys are going to rule the airwaves. And they were good, but Scott Weiland just couldn't contain himself, I guess.
He was so talented. Like that song's I think it was called Seether or Seether. The first album is insane. Is completely insane. Yeah.
Now, with that said, so we're talking about kind of that early 2000s bands from the 90s. I'm going to go Audio Slave, and I know you picked this up, and you probably know them better than me. And that's what guy you got.
I picked it up last. I can't believe I missed it. That's why I'm upset.
I mean, you got Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. You got the guy from Rage Against the Machine, which is Paul Morello, whatever his name.
Tom Morelli. You got all. It's basically. It's basically the whole Tom
Rage Against the Machine. What's that?
Yeah, I think it was like 90% of them.
Oh, so I got them on there. I do have Blind Faith, like you. You got Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, Steve Winwood, who I'm a big Steve Winwood fan. So Blind Faith, I believe they only one album, but they have 2 huge hits. Can't Find My Way Home and I Had to Cry Today. Spectacular.
So that's what I'm saying. That I think that overrides it. Blind Faith is great
for them, because that was
Steve Winwood and Clapton did they did a live album together in the
I know. I wish
late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, no, those guys are spectacular. They're in the creme de la creme, those guys. I'm going to agree with you on Asia. First 2 albums were solid. They had a lot of issues. Remember, they fired John Whalen, or he quit or something. They brought in Greg Lake for 10 minutes to do that Asia on Asia show that was on MTV back in '83. Then they tossed him and brought John Wetton back, but then Steve Howe left. They were a mess. But those first 2 albums were spectacular. Like you, that first album was amazing. Those guys are amazing musicians.
Yeah. Oh, every song's good, and the other one's good with "Don't Cry."
That's Alpha. It's not bad. It's not bad. And Astro, the third one wasn't bad either.
Yeah, and then they had the third album. They had a song called "Go." I like that one.
Yeah, Go. That's a good tune, actually.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. That's a good tune. Power Station, no doubt about it. They were unique. They had a great sound, cutting edge. They were awesome, dude. They were huge in the '80s. That one album, 1985, and they played at Live Aid. Robert,
Some Palmer. Like It Hot.
I love that tune. I love that song. All right, now So far I've gone through everything. Now my last one of the 10, of course, I've got to throw this in there because my favorite Satriani, Joe Satriani's, and this is Chicken Foot. I love me some Chicken Foot.
Totally forgot about Chicken Foot.
Chicken Foot. They came out. They did 2 great all original albums. They have 1 cover, and to me, it's like one of the greatest covers ever done. They did Deep Purple Highway Star, because Satriani, remember, toured with Deep Purple back in '88, I think. But so the Chicken Foot albums, I really like them. Yeah, I'm a little partial because it's Satriani and it's Hagar. So that's my
You love the Satch.
that's my top 10. Now, for honorable mentions, speaking of Hagar was in a band called HSAS. It was Sammy Hagar, Neil Sean on guitar from Journey, Kenny Aronson, he was the bass player from Billy Squier, actually, and then Michael Shreve, he was the drummer with Santana. They came out 1 album, 1984, HSAS, called Through the Fire. Excellent album. They played live, actually. They were great. Another Neil Sean offshoot, Bad English. Bad English was a good band.
Bad English. They had like that big hit with John
Waite.
John Waite.
Yeah.
And John Waite was in the band called The Babies.
The Babies, yeah, that's right.
With the keyboardist from Journey.
Yeah, so it was John Waite on vocals, Jonathan Waite from Babies and Journey, Neil Sean on guitar. I forget a guy, Ricky Phillips is the bass player for that. He also played the Babies. And the drummer for that band was none other than Dean Castronovo, the current drummer / singer of Journey, actually.
Another Journey guy.
Another journeyman,
because they were pits and Steve Perry was doing his solo stuff, so they basically came out with a supergroup.
When I See You Smile, #1 song, although they did not write the song, it was actually written by Diane Warren, who penned a lot of pop ballads, but that was a big album, 1989.
Real? I didn't know that.
Yes. 2 other ones I got. I agree with you.
You know what? Journey was almost like a supergroup because the Santana guys left to go form Journey.
There was another spinoff of Journey too, but they only made like 1 album. I forget the name they were called. They were good too, but
yeah, no, I know. I remember that.
Them Crooked Vultures, like you, dude. That was those guys rock, dude. If you have not heard of them, anybody listening or watching this, I know we have millions of subscribers to our podcast.
You gotta hear that. I was definitely hoping they would do another album.
Spectacular. I was really blown away.
It's spectacular. I love that. You sound like
2 more.
Dracula. Spectacular.
Next one is Mother Love Bone. I don't know if they're really considered a supergroup.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Oh, dude, that's Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder on vocals. And the guy, what's his name, Stone Gossard or whatever.
Yes, but
that was the guy. And they had that one song, "I'm Going Hungry." Yeah. I'm Going Hungry.
Yeah.
That came out in 1991. It was the Pearl Jam and Soundgarden guys. There was a band called Mother Love Bone in Seattle. The singer died of a drug overdose. So these guys got together. Yep. Some guys from Soundgarden and some from Pearl Jam. They had 1 album, and they weren't even big yet. So they weren't really a super group because Soundgarden and Pearl Jam weren't really big yet. They made that album, and they had 1 song, "I'm Going Hungry," which is a spectacular song with Eddie Vedder and Chris Cornell on vocals. And my last one is Black Country Communion. I know you like those guys.
Yeah.
You like those guys. That's
another one.
Joe Bonamassa on guitar, Glenn Hughes on bass and vocals, played with Deep Purple, and actually Jason Bonham, son of John Bonham, on drums.
Yeah.
Another shout out to that is my good friend Dennis Friel, the marine artist, the world-renowned marine artist, lives locally, did those guys' album covers, actually. We got to have him on the podcast, but he does his own marine water podcast. Dennis Friel.
They just had an album out last year. It was really good.
Album out. They're really good.
Yeah.
Most people don't know about them, but that's honorable mention. That's why they're not in my top.
Well, John Bonamassa is incredible guitars.
Oh, he rocks, dude. He rocks. So we got a lot of work here, dude. But you know what? I don't really think so because we got 4 is gonna be tough, but I think top 10.
I think it's gonna be easy.
Easy. So we definitely we're definitely in for
easy.
Cream for sure, right? Cream.
I definitely put Cream in. Yeah.
Traveling Wilburys,
no doubt.
I'm gonna scoot down to a couple of the honorable mentions that you have that I agreed with. Actually, Damn Yankees.
I'm in with them. I'm telling you, I think on our list we should have them in for many reasons. They're 80-ish.
Yes.
They're 3 powerhouse bands.
Yes, no doubt about it.
And you know what? I like them.
I like them too. They rock, dude. Everybody craps on Ted Nugent these days too.
And their 2 albums were both like incredible. In my personal opinion.
I agree. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
You got to put them there.
All right. Bad Company.
You got to put them there.
So now we're at 5. So here's
Asia's a no-brainer. I think just that first album is
okay. I agree. Asia. So now we got 6.
People were like, "This is a super group." Like,
I agree.
They were insane, and that album was huge.
It was huge, dude. And there's 4 different guys from 4 different bands, for God's sakes. I mean, so we got 6. We got
Yeah.
4 more. So here's who's left. All right, dude. Before you say anything, we got this. What's left? Velvet Revolver, Chickenfoot, Blind Faith, Power Station, Audio Slave, The Firm, GTR, and ELP. ELP, no.
I'm throwing in Page. I'm putting in The Firm. That band could have even been better. I think the first album was really good. I think the second album was really good too. It just didn't get a lot of airplay. I don't know why.
All right, so we go to
Supposedly there
Firm.
was a rumor.
All right, so if we go to Firm, we got.
Well, you
7.
want to hear
We
this
only have-
quick rumor on this?
Yeah, go on.
They
Sorry.
actually, on the last Firm album, they kind of Jimmy Page thought like Zeppelin was going to get back together, so they never toured on the second Firm album. So that was the rumor.
Gotcha. And then he wound up doing the Plant Page thing, and then they
Plant
did
Page,
then they did the
and then they did, and
Coverdale
then I think,
Page.
yeah.
All right, so I'll go with you, Firm. So now we got 7. So we only got 3 left. Out of the 3, we've got Audio Slave, Before You Say Anything, Power Station, Blind Faith, and Chickenfoot. So we could definitely get 3 out of that.
I'm going Blind Faith.
Yeah, that next one I agree with you, Blind Faith. These guys were huge, man. Two huge.
Yeah,
times.
even with one album, that was just
And
so
we got 2 left now.
memorable. And
so here's left here: Velvet Revolver, Chickenfoot, Power Station, Audio Slave. Out of those 4, we got 2 more picks.
I'm going Audio Slave, and I'm going Velvet Revolver. You're probably going to want Chickenfoot.
I probably would go Power Station out of all those 4 first, just because the impact they had. They were so impactful. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Audio Slave and Velvet Revolver were kind of similar. I mean, they're both great.
If I had to choose from Velvet or Audio, I would take Audio Slave. They had 3 albums, and supposedly there's a 4th.
All right, so let's go Audio Slave
yet.
next. Audio Slave next.
And what do we have? One more?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one more. Out of that one more, we got Velvet Revolver, Chickenfoot, Power Station.
Let's go with Power Station.
All right. I mean, I like
think more
Chickenfoot,
people know Power Station.
And they were, dude, that was 80s, man.
I think you're right. They were definitely more impactful in the 80s, and they had 2 big hits.
They did. No, they did, and they were huge. I mean, we didn't.
Chickenfoot's a great band. I actually like them better than Van Halen, to be honest with you.
I agree
with
Ross.
So I really like Chickenfoot.
Right. I hear you, but are they culturally impactful? I get it, dude. I'm with you.
Nah, nobody knows about him except diehard fan.
Yeah. I agree with you.
He even knows that. That's why he hasn't brought Chickenfoot back. They basically tour as they're together, but they're not saying they're Chickenfoot.
Right. Yeah, they're called Van Hagar now, actually.
Yeah, or no, they're really called Hagar and his cast of everybody else.
Yeah. So we got 10. So we got I know a specific order. We got Damn Yankees, The Firm, Audio Slave, Power Station, Blind Faith, Asia, Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, Bad Company, Traveling, Wilburys, and Cream. I think I have my 4 already, but I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I got my 4.
Well, so who's the top one you think definitely got?
I think number 1 from all is Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure.
I think they're just hands down. I mean, the legends of legends.
Total legends from 5 different legendary bands. I mean, there's really nothing else you can say.
And I think you go with Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And they're just 3 different bands, total legends. I agree.
Yeah.
Not the most rockin'. Both bands are kind of more adult-oriented rock, but...
yeah, but what's the Woodstock song? Well, the Woodstock's from... No, I think that's what's Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, Woodstock.
Well, you mentioned the first 2, so I tell you, my next one's going to be Bad Company, dude.
I agree.
Bad Company. I mean, Blind Faith, but Bad Company has multiple albums. You know what I mean?
Multiple albums and hits.
Right, multiple, yeah.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. What else? I think Bad Company should be number 3.
Okay.
And number 4.
And what's your...
Well, you got Cream is very solid. You got Asia is very solid. Can I make an argument for Damn Yankees in The Firm? Boy, it's gonna be difficult. This fourth one.
I know it's really difficult.
Oh my God! Wait, this is gonna be harder. We might have to like erase Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and go for damn Yankees or something. Can we leave out Cream?
I
Though?
don't know.
Seriously?
Crosby, Stills, and Nash. They're legend. I mean
They are
that
legendary.
you can't you can't replace that.
We can't kick them out for freaking damn Yankees. Well, wait a minute.
I
We can do whatever.
I
We
would
can
put
do
the damn Yankees in there.
because I think we put the damn Yankees because you know what? Ted Nugent will never be recognized for what he is. I say,
You know what? I say it's our list.
That's right.
We can do what we want with our list.
That's right.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Our lists are meaningless anyway, but they're
It's
important
true.
to us.
Well, they mean something to us and all our millions of fans.
We you know what? Let's make a stand.
Yeah.
And let's put them in there.
I think, you know what? This would be a good news
love
release. This would be a good news release. We got to release this through the Associated Press.
Yeah.
That the 280s guys.
Maybe we'll get them, but maybe we'll get them back together for just one tour or just one concert.
Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll have a 280s dude reunion concert, kind of like they had Wayne's stock. Remember Wayne's World 2? He had his own concert.
Yeah.
We're going to have our own concert.
Yeah, that would be good.
Everybody wants to come to South Florida, right? You know, you can get your bank to sponsor it. We'll put it on and we're going to damn Yankees be the headliner. I mean, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because they made our Mount Rushmore. Because they made our Mount Rushmore.
I'm in. Let's put them in there.
Well, if we're going to do that, we'll just put the firm in there too, man. Come on. But then we got Paul Rogers twice.
You want to get rid of
then we got Bad
Crosby,
Company.
Stills, and Nash and Young?
We're getting rid of Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young. We're putting damn Yankees.
Listen, I could be persuaded in 1 second. I love the firm. I love those 2 albums.
Yeah, but who we booting out, dude? We got to have Traveling Wilburys has got to be in there.
Well, no, I'm just saying you could persuade me. I'm just saying. I'm very.
You got to put Bad Company in over the firm. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I'm agreed. Bad Company. I'd say we keep what we keep.
Okay, Bad Company, Traveling Wilburys, and damn
Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young, and put the firm in there.
We took Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young out. Damn Yankees took their out.
Oh yeah. We have Traveling Wilburys,
Bad Company,
and
damn Yankees.
We have damn Yankees.
Now we got fourth one, man.
More.
We got. Remember, we got some tough one, man. We got Cream, Crosby, Stills, Nash, Asia,
Firm,
Blind Faith,
and Asia.
I mean, really think of Asia. Would you put Asia in there over?
You want to put a gun to my head? Listen. This is our list. I'm putting Asia in there.
Let's do Asia.
I'm an 80s guy.
We're the 280s dudes. Come on, man. We got to put that.
But this is our list.
It is our list. I mean, shit, at the end of the day, you'll think about it. All 4 of these bands.
Why should we be bored? It's our list. There's no right or wrong.
And all 4 of these bands played in the 80s. Bad Company did not have Paul Rogers in the 80s, but you know, he's in there. And we've got damn Yankees, and we got Asia was 80s.
I love our list.
I love our list too. Hats off to us.
I want to stick to that.
Hell yeah, dude. Because nobody else is doing that list. This is our list.
Yeah, nobody's doing that list.
Nobody's doing that. All right, so best supergroups of all time. We got number 1, Traveling Wilburys, hands down, 5 superstars from 5 different bands, different genres. Number 2, Bad Company. We got Paul Rogers, legendary voice, played in the firm as well. We love Paul Rogers. Number 3, we've got damn Yankees, man. Because we know Ted Nugent's not going to get any other list. So, and plus, you had 3 legendary bands: Night Ranger, Styx, Ted Nugent. Spectacular vocals, spectacular guitar work, great album. Number 4, Asia, same thing. 4 members, 4 band members from 4 different bands. Asia, they were amazing, dude. Our list fucking rocks, dude. Excuse my French,
dude. I love our list.
So do I. I do.
I think it's phenomenal.
Hats off to listen, man. We're gonna give a shout out to Cream. They got on every list.
Hats off.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. They make up Velvet Revolver. We love those guys. Chicken Foot, Blind Faith, Power Station, Audio Slave. Even them Crooked Vultures, dude. Spectacular. I'm very happy. Now, part 2, we're going to wrap up our 280 Dude podcast. We got to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Jeff, because we're in crisis mode, man. I'm going to bring this up on my computer.
Well, the problem is it's crisis mode. It's just the popular vote. It's still up to those clowns in the Hall of Fame to vote for the right people.
Yes, but the fan vote, they hear us, man. Journey got in there. That was the first year.
I hear you, man. Listen, I'm voting again right now.
I mean, let's look at this, man. I mean, I'm looking
while I'm online. I'm voting.
But I mean, if you have not voted for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you need to do this today. Okay, you know why? Because here's who's available, and here's on the leaderboard, man. You get 7 votes. Okay, right now, New Edition is winning with 772,000
It's
votes, man.
insane.
Phil Collins
Insane.
is next with 684,000. Pink, 627,000. Luther Vandross, 555,000 votes. Then we get into In Excess with
Crazy.
481,000. Then we get into Sade with 472,000. And then Billy Idol, 451,000. Dude, I'm all for Billy Idol.
Crazy.
I'm all for Sade. I'm all for In Excess. I'm all for Phil Collins. But dude, New Edition, Pink, and Luther Vandross. I mean, and in the bullpen or on the bench, we got Black Crowes, Melissa Etheridge, and Iron Maiden, and they're being beat out by Wu-Tang Clan, Shakira, Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey. Come on, man.
Oh, that's insane.
It's insane, dude. Come on. Black Crow and Iron Maiden. Black Crowes.
Well, I call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame all the time. Like, yeah, I mean, New Edition's good, but they're very poppy. I don't know. I mean,
this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, for God's sake.
You got to go with In Excess. I'm voting right now. I'm putting out my list. I've done it now 7 times. In Excess, Billy Idol. I'm going with the Black Crowes.
Got to go
with
Maiden.
Phil Collins. Going with Maiden.
Right. It's like a no-brainer, man.
Going New Order, Joy Division.
New Division, Joy Order's on there too, right? And even Oasis. I don't like Oasis, but they're even on there. They're on the bottom of the list.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got In Excess, Billy Idol, Oasis, Black Crowes, Phil Collins, Iron Maiden, and Joy Division, New Order.
So you get 7 votes. So if you're at home right now, after you're done subscribing to our podcast, of course, and watching the latest one,
right there.
There you go. You got to go Rock and Roll Hall of Fame voting. Go on there. You got to put in your email address, and you got to vote. We got to vote. We got to get Maiden in there, dude. Definitely got to get Maiden in there.
Iron Maiden. In Excess, please.
In Excess, and even Phil Collins. We love Phil Collins, dude.
Phil Collins before something happens to him. Billy Idol, second time in a row.
Yeah.
And the Black Crowes.
Yeah, for sure. Especially Phil Collins. Come on, man. He's not even be able to play anymore, man. You know, I mean,
yeah. You can't even hold his drumsticks.
I know, it's very sad. And Maiden, imagine if Maiden played there, dude. They blow the roof off that place. All right, dude. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Go vote for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Best supergroups. Check out our list. Click like, click subscribe. Put your comments below. If you like our Mount Rushmore, say yes. If you're not sure, put a comment down below. Say who you think we should be Mount Rushmore.
This could have been our best Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I
think
my
personal opinion. Just because it's ours.
We're going to make it ours. And this is going to be the start of the 280s Dudes Fest in beautiful South Florida. Because we want to be showing how we live the dream down here and show everybody. We got to talk to Ted Nugent, and see if he'll come down and talk to us, man. I think we get him on the show. Maybe
Let's get him on.
Let's get him on. So, all right, brother.
Let's get them all on.
Hats off to you. Rock on. We'll see you next week. And
I'm
next
exhausted
week,
from this.
Me too. And next week we'll be doing a food dude review.
We're gonna do a food. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna go to a location.
Yeah, not sure yet where. And we need.
I don't know what one yet.
And we need a new topic
somewhere.
Need a new topic too, dude. My brother, have a great day. Enjoy yourself.
All right, my friend.
Peace out.
This was a good one.
I know. Tops. I love
vote.
Vote. And vote. And vote. Vote.
Vote.
All right.